Welcome to the Ringer Fantasy Football Show. My name is Danny Heifetz, and I am joined by Danny Kelly and Craig Horlbeck, and we are going over all the must-add players after Week 11. You got the Scatterboo.
Week 12. Week 12 waivers. Let's cook. You excited? You guys pumped? Big week. A lot of injuries. Quarterbacks are going down left and right. It's crazy. It's crazy out there.
Nothing like profiting off of professional injuries. We are going to emails your fantasy court, issues, disputes, whatever. We actually already have a few. Sometimes I just litigate them if they're really easy. I don't even take them to the docket. I just kind of tell them the answer. Just be like, no. Anyway, keep emailing your fantasy football, gmail.com. Emails your fantasy courts, emails trivia questions. We'll take it all. Thank you for the ones you send in. They're good. We're going to get through all these injuries, all these waiver moves, some phenomenal emails, good trivia. But first, we're going to take a quick break. This episode is presented by Chime. Bank smarter this season. Fantasy football is all about strategy. Well, here's a winning strategy for your money. Trade banking fees for fee-free banking, 1.5% cash back, getting paid when you say, and a higher APY on your savings. That's the lineup that wins. Stop banking the old way. Bank smarter through Chime. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and the secured Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/fees info. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secured Chime Visa credit card purchases. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn more at chime.com. Okay, starting off here. Again, so many injuries. I think we have to start with quarterback this week just because, frankly, there's a lot of news. Starting with Falcons quarterback Michael Penix Jr. is going on injured reserve for the Falcons. They're like, possibly season ending. Seems super season ending. Michael Penix already missed a game with a bone bruise earlier this year in his knee. And now the same knee. The Falcons official Twitter said, quote, "We are working through the medical process to determine the severity of the injury," end quote, which...
Not a great sign.
I mean, that's kind of all injuries. You work through the medical process to figure out the severity. So the problem is they don't know by now. And Tom Pelissero at NFL Network helpfully clarified that, in case you're wondering, this injury is to Michael Penix Jr.'s left knee, not his twice reconstructed right knee, which was a great reminder that Michael Penix tore his ACL in his right knee in 2018, retore the ACL in his right knee in 2020, and now has a knee injury that they don't even know what the diagnosis is in his left knee. So with that said, DK, Michael Penix is, we're looking at a guy going into his third season as a starter. He's played just 12 games in the NFL. He's going to be 26 years old on his second, possibly his third ACL injury. At what point do you feel like the Falcons might have royally screwed things up here? Is it too panicky for me to say the Falcons using a top 10 pick in 2024, giving away their pick in 2026? Like, are you concerned for Penix's career at this point, or am I being a nervous Nancy?
No, I'm not necessarily concerned about his career, but this is exactly what everybody was nervous about when he was made a top 10 pick. I remember, we talked about Michael Penix a lot in the pre-draft process before the draft, and it was basically, the question was always, where do you rate him as a prospect? And then where would you rate him as a prospect if he hadn't had 4 injuries in 5 seasons, or whatever the exact number was? And you can't separate the two because he did have those injuries, and that's a huge part of the evaluation. And now it's been a part of his NFL career. He already missed games this year with a knee injury. Now he's missing more games with a knee injury, probably the rest of the year. I don't know what the official reports will be, but it sounded like there is ACL damage. So that is obviously really concerning. So yeah, I mean, if you look at what the Falcons have done, they are one of the most highly, they have the most buy-in at the quarterback position in terms of $100 million contract for Kirk Cousins and a top 10 pick, and they're a 3-7 team, and they're giving up their probably what's going to be a top 10 first round pick next year. That's not part of their acquisition of those quarterbacks, but that's just the state of the franchise. So things are really not good right now for the Falcons.
As if it couldn't get worse. Drake London, the receiver, also has a PCL injury in his knee. And if you're like, well, PCL, at least it's not an ACL, they're like, oh, maybe he'll play through it. I was reminded this morning, Brock Bowers had a PCL injury in the first half of the season. That's what he was trying to play through when Brock Bowers sucked. Ricky Pearsall had a PCL injury, and that took a long time. So
I think it's a stability issue is what I've heard. It just doesn't, your knee does not feel stable. And so it's very hard to do the football type movements. It's really, a lot of
feels
cutting.
Important. Yeah.
The thing where Drake London just out jumps the cornerbacks who are the most athletic people in the world, and he just kind of just like puts them to shame.
Yeah.
You need a little stability for that. So tough day for the Falcons. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is a team we just kind of beat up on, but I don't know how to say anything other than, it's giving up a top 10 pick and you're not even close to contending for the playoffs. It's kind of a disaster, but in terms of just for the rest of the season, they will keep competing. There's no, obviously the teams always compete. The front offices have incentives to kind of mess around and stuff, but the Falcons don't have an incentive to do anything other than compete because they don't have their first round pick. So in terms of this, I don't know how good do you think Kirk Cousins can be for Atlanta going forward? He played the one game, kind of sucked, looked washed.
You said it. I mean, I'm worried about this offense in general. Cousins has not looked. He doesn't move very well. Obviously, that's been kind of an issue for him for the last year plus. They don't have a lot of weapons outside of Bijan Robinson right now. Kyle Pitts has not been playing especially well. Darnell Mooney has been a massive disappointment. Who else do they have? Who are they going to go to?
I'll tell you all about David Sills when we get to the receivers.
All right, David Sills. I'm excited.
So Falcons are in a weird spot. Craig, your Steelers. Aaron Rodgers has I like this phrasing. Brooke Pryor had a good story at ESPN. Rodgers has a, quote, slight break in his wrist. And I liked slight break because it reminded me of Arrested Development with like light treason. Okay.
Yeah.
A small crack.
Small crack. So Rappaport at NFL Network reported that Rodgers is, quote, pushing to play in the Steelers' upcoming game. Mm-hmm. Craig, do you want Rodgers with a broken non-throwing wrist, or do you want Mason Rudolph?
I still want Rodgers. I don't know what we're doing convincing ourselves that Mason Rudolph is the answer. Like we've seen him for long enough. Well, we know.
This is the year.
Like it's like he came in as a backup and he threw a couple balls downfield and everyone's like, I actually liked what Mason Rudolph was doing for the Steelers offense more than what Rodgers was doing.
That was me.
Yeah, right.
I don't totally understand why Rodgers can't play with the broken like left wrist. It's like, isn't that what all the horse tranquilizers they have in the locker room are for?
I kind of think he will play, to be honest. And the Steelers are still like they could legitimately win the division, and they're playing the Bears this week. And I would much still rather have 42-year-old Rodgers with a half broken left wrist than Mason Rudolph.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's Rodgers owning the Bears, and he would miss it. It's probably his last Bears game.
Yeah.
Well, that was what I was going to say. Is like if he wasn't so close to retiring, he probably would take a couple of weeks off. But I'm like, this is it, man. They got to go to the playoffs. He's only got a few games left. He's just going to gut it out. I'm with Craig. He'll probably end up playing.
Like, don't we remember last year? Mason Rudolph was the starter for the Titans for 8 games. No, 5
I don't
games.
remember that actually.
He went 1-4. He threw 9 touchdowns, 9 picks. Like they weren't good. He wasn't good.
Mason Rudolph is one of those careers where coaches talk themselves into it because I think he's a good backup quarterback and that he knows he's not the starter. I think anyone who's been around that long is good at preparation, good at helping the starter. And they're like, well, when he has to play, he'll like do what we tell him to do and he'll do it roughly on time. And then he actually has to play. And you're like, oh yeah, this is not an option. Why Mike Tomlin loves him, I have no idea.
He's like a big physical guy, but like he's just inaccurate and has no pocket presence.
Other than that, he's great. A lot of quarterback stuff. So CJ Stroud, I just want to know, this one's going to get lost, but CJ Stroud is still in concussion protocol. Again. And I wanted to flag this for people because Texans play on Thursday Night Football. So I kind of think Davis Mills might get a third game here because Texans are playing the Bills. It's one of those, I kind of just think the Texans would probably be wise to take the 10 days and give Stroud the extra 10 days to recover from the concussion. So I think Davis Mills is going to play again against the Bills Thursday Night Football. So
2-0. 2-0 with Mills.
Quarterback controversy.
Undefeated. And then lastly, the Jets are benching Justin Fields, which I think is a huge deal for fantasy. I don't think it matters at all for the Jets in real life. Well, I mean, it does for the Jets. It's not
even that big for fantasy because who are you playing on the Jets regardless?
We'll get to that too. Don't you worry. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
Wow.
But I wanted to just, take this moment to memorialize Justin Fields as this is the official death of Justin Fields, the concept of him being a starting quarterback in the NFL. I think Justin Fields will now be one of the cooler backup quarterbacks you can have, as in like perfect guy to come in for 2 drives and then just like run for 60 yards, have 1 completion, and then
Marcus
you're like, oh, he's
Mariota.
fun. And then that's it. But I think Fields, I really do think this is going to be, and to me, one of the worst stretches of a starting quarterback I can ever remember, purely in terms of passing the football. and they literally take away the garbage time. He was the single worst quarter, including JJ McCarthy. Fields was the worst passer this year. It wasn't even close.
He had one of the longer stretches as a starting quarterback in his career for somebody who was so poor passing the ball. I mean, he held on for a long time.
It's a bizarre tolerance for a guy that really struggled to hit 60 yards passing it 4 times. And then one of the games he hit 54, it was like he had a 40-yard screen. Anyway,
honestly, it goes to show how much how important rushing has become, and how much you're willing to overlook because of somebody's ability with their legs.
It's really strange. So Tyrod Taylor is going to play. The Jets are playing the Ravens this week, and Tyrod Taylor spent the first 4 years of his career with the Ravens. So I just wanted to note that. We can get to like if that means anything for waivers, but
there's also like Jackson Dart, we think is going to come back from his concussion. Dylan Gabriel on the Browns is in concussion protocol. We don't know if he'll be playing next week or not, if it's Shedeur Sanders again.
Dart is still in the concussion protocol, isn't he? I'm starting to worry that he might not play this week.
Yeah, it said the Giants were optimistic he'll be able to return next week.
That's
I don't know what that means.
They usually have to miss one game with the new concussion protocol. So, I mean, obviously it depends, but.
Are you guys worried at all with Dart because there was a report I saw today that said the club is like talking to him very specifically about protecting himself and not running as much and sliding. And you have to do a lot better job. Like, this is the reason we fired Tayball. You have to protect yourself. So are you worried at all that his upside as a fantasy player is going to be dramatically changed, or if that's just all sort of like lip service and he'll be the same guy?
He won't be I don't think he will run as much or be as effective, but he was pretty freaking good. So, I mean, I think he's still going to be able to run into the goal line and stuff. I don't know. I think it's one of those you take 20% off the top.
Yeah.
I think, frankly, I guess maybe now that I say it, the issue is maybe there's less garbage time contact. I think if the Giants playing the Lions this week, I think under Dable, man, even if the Giants would have 20 to the Lions, I think Dable running in.
Design runs should go down.
Yeah. The design runs should go down for Dart. Like, Dart's going to need to learn to slide. But overall, you're still going to play him. I think that he's still going to rush. But anything I'm forgetting with there's so much quarterback news.
No, the only other guy, like Jordan Love left the game, came back last week with the shoulder injury, but I think he's fine.
He just took a stupid hit. And also, Packers fans are mad at me in the right because Jordan Love played well, and I kind of made fun of him because of Malik Willis coming in with my intrusive thought. But Jordan Love just kind of took a stupid hit on like 1st and 20, and he gained like 4 yards and took a real shot. But he came back in the game and played pretty well. And Herbert was kind of pulled because they were getting blown out. So, okay. I think that's
remind me, what are the bye weeks next week? Did you already say that?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. The teams on bye next week are the Dolphins because they're coming back from Germany. Chargers because they're
coming back from Florida.
Which is huge for them. Washington also come back from Germany and Denver. So those are the 4 teams on bye. And then, without further ado, we can get to running backs. DK, who is your number 1 running back you would add off waivers entering week 12 here?
This is a good week for running backs. I'm going to say Emmanuel Wilson for the Packers.
Emmanuel
right
Sanders?
Off the top. Emmanuel Sanders' name.
I mean,
name was great. Way back track.
The retired wide receiver? Come on.
Yeah, I'm not adding him. I don't know. I don't feel strongly about this. This is all depending on what Josh Jacobs does. If Josh Jacobs misses time, which it's looking like he will, he's considered week to week with a knee injury. They're saying he didn't suffer a long-term season-ending injury. But my guess is he'll probably won't play this next week, which means you're getting the starter in Emmanuel Wilson on a team that likes to be balanced, likes to run the ball. And I thought he's looked pretty good, honestly, when he's gotten opportunities. They get Minnesota, and then past that, it's at Detroit, Chicago, and at Denver. So they got some tough defenses coming up, but he's like a clear-cut starter, whereas a lot of the other guys are sort of in committees right now. So I guess I would just go with him out of the confidence that he will be the lead guy if Josh Jacobs doesn't play.
I think if I could, it's Monday we're recording. You have until Tuesday night to submit your waivers, obviously. I think if I knew that Jaylen Warren was maybe not going to play, I'm taking Kenneth Gainwell, even if Josh Jacobs is out. Because
agree with that.
Minnesota has been really, really good lately. And I almost just think the Packers are just going to throw the ball more and maybe split a little bit with Wilson and Brooks or whatever. But like, I don't know. Emmanuel Wilson played well. He played 70% of the snaps. He looked fine. But Kenneth Gainwell to me is much more reliable, really good in the passing game.
Passing game is
we've seen it multiple times this year. He had 80 receiving yards after Warren went out yesterday. So I think like if I wait 24 hours and it looks like Jaylen Warren, who has an ankle injury, is not going to play, even though he said he could have returned, but he looks pretty hurt, I would take Gainwell. However, if we know that Warren is playing, I would take Emanuel Wilson.
Agree.
This is a good week in that there's a lot of options and players that could help you this week and also down the line. It's also a bad week for us to make definitive thoughts on Monday, because I agree with what Craig's saying, where this week, if Jaylen Warren is going to miss this game, that Kenneth Gainwell is a better option. But also, we don't know if Aaron Rodgers is even going to be the quarterback for the Steelers this week, or it's Mason Rudolph. And I don't know if I want Kenneth Gainwell if Jaylen Warren's kind of limping around, but he's there, and Mason Rudolph's the quarterback. But Rodgers playing would make Kenneth Gainwell great. But then to DK's point, like if Josh Jacobs misses the game, even with the Vikings run defense, Emanuel Wilson's probably going to get a lot of run. So it really, frankly, we're recording this Monday afternoon. It matters a lot, the news that comes out over Tuesday as well. And it matters. I think that there are more answers based on what you need. I will also, again, make the distinction of, are you just kind of surviving a day at a time and trying to make the playoffs? Or are you kind of making the playoffs and need someone for the longer run? Which to me changes my answer, because we even mentioned Sean Tucker for the Buccaneers, who had 140 scrimmage yards and 3 touchdowns. He's also hard to figure out because Bucky Irving came back to practice last week. That's the thing. So on one hand, Sean Tucker won't do that again because the Rams defense is better than Bills at stopping the run. Bucky Irving coming back. But also, I think Sean Tucker played so well that I think Bucky Irving, coming off 2 different injuries that kept him out like almost 2 months, I think Bucky Irving's taking up the mantle here and getting the workload we were thinking about getting last year. I don't think it's going to look like that to start. It might not look like that the rest of the year, because if he's so banged up that they thought it'd be 2 weeks and it took 6, why are you going to give Bucky Irving 30 touches to start? So Sean Tucker's someone that could have a role all I think this week. I wouldn't be shocked at all if Sean Tucker was still kind of the lead back. And also, honestly, if he didn't get hurt at the end of the game, I was going to pick Bashal Tutin for the Jaguars, because he had the best game of his career, like 15 carries, 74 yards, a touchdown. He looked sick, and then he tweaked his ankle, and we don't totally know what's up with him either. So there's a lot of options.
Clear as mud here. Who do we want to go with for this? And because we talked it through, I think everybody knows that's listening. You just kind of have to watch the news a little bit on Tuesday before you put in your waiver claims. But who do we want to actually officially do the showdown for here?
Should we look at it as next week alone? Like, who do you want in week 12? If you only need a guy for 1 week because of a bye, who do you want?
I kind of think Gainwell, actually. I'm kind of changing my mind, Craig, because I think you're right that Jaylen Warren was hurt enough that Gainwell will probably be the lead guy.
He tried to go back in the game, and the Steelers called a timeout. A bad
defense. So I guess I'll change my answer to Gainwell.
Gainwell, even when he was on the Eagles, for a smaller back, always got a weird amount of goal line work. So I think that playing the Bears, I think I agree that Kenneth Gainwell's probably the right answer.
Yeah, at least for week 12.
All right.
Dude, Emanuel Wilson, so he's an undrafted guy. He's like 26 years old. DK, as our draft guru, I guess maybe you're not expected to know what happened, where he went, because he literally didn't get drafted. And you're not the undrafted guru. I'll give you guys anything you want if you can tell me the 2 colleges that Emanuel Wilson attended.
Is he like a D2 guy?
I'm assuming these are D2.
Chattanooga.
I've never heard of either of these schools.
Southern Utah.
Good guess.
East North State.
So I'll say the second school first, because the first school is crazy. The second school he went to is Fort Valley State.
Oh, yeah.
You familiar with that?
I've heard of that, yeah.
Okay, the first school he went to is just called Johnson Smith.
What? Is that like a CC or something?
Johnson C. Smith College.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That guy's Fort Valley State.
Now a starter in the NFL. Pretty crazy.
All right. Well, yeah. All I know is I've seen Wilson over the years. I think the last 2 years he's like made spot appearances for the Packers, and I've always been pretty impressed with him.
Johnson C. Smith is an HBCU in Charlotte. Fort Valley State is in Georgia.
Tennessee. Oh, Georgia. Okay.
So
they're the Golden Bowls, which is a pretty sick mascot.
Golden Bowls or Bowls?
Bowls.
Bowls?
A bowl.
Bowls or Bowls?
Are you saying Pam?
Are you saying
there's
B's?
There's 2
B's? BOWL or BULL? The Golden Bowls.
Did you guys get my Pam joke or no?
I did.
Okay, good.
We have a lot of mispronunciation stuff at the end too.
Pam?
Anyway.
I love when they go, there's
Pam.
2 M's. She goes, no, there's just 1 M. That makes it fucking.
Also, just to clarify again, if Josh Jacobs had been out for like a month, Emanuel Wilson would be so easily the number 1 guy here. But the fact that Josh Jacobs seems like he'll miss 1 game against an incredible run defense and be back kind of is the reason. Like if Josh Jacobs is out for longer, right, we would all have Emanuel Wilson way higher, right?
I think that's right.
Because it's a tie. The long-term stuff is certainly more it's like a tiebreaker, probably a little more.
I agree.
But with that said, sure, we can do the Kenneth Gainwell.
Gainwell?
All right. It's time for the Kenny Gaines showdown time. All right. Give me something good, Heifetz. Give me something good.
So we asked for science trivia.
Oh, hell.
Did
And
we?
we all- Also
Did we? I
asked-
think you did.
I
want
did.
trivia about
I don't want
dogs.
science.
I asked for
And
some science
candy.
trivia.
We've
I want-
established we're the
I
dumbest
want to
people
guess
alive.
how many peanuts are in a Snickers bar. That's what I want.
All right, well, someone send that. But this was my favorite because I was like, make it science, make it in English. And this was my favorite one.
Okay.
This is from Sean.
Sean.
S-bone.
What is the storage capacity of the human brain?
Okay. What is the metric we're looking for?
You said
here?
this was
Gigabytes.
supposed to be in English.
Gigabytes.
Gigabytes?
Like as if it was like, you got a hard drive here. You got it like you've had storage. How many gigabytes is like the human?
Are we saying
I love this question.
it's gigabytes and not terabytes?
I don't know. I'm just it's in bytes. I don't know.
do we know? Do
what's
we
your
know
RAM
this
here?
answer? Is this a quantifiable answer that we know?
I don't know, but the fact that he wrote it is incredible.
Craig, the answer
I
is
was
no.
blown away.
We fucking made it up.
Oh please,
Right.
DK, you're running out of memory. We could. I
am
know how many
running out of
memories
memory.
you
I'm
have.
fucking
DK's
I'm on like an operating system from like 08.
DK's like a 2016 iPhone. It's like
Yeah.
you could upgrade to 64.
I haven't
gigs.
updated anything in 6 years
Well,
because I
DK
don't want all the fucking stuff that slows you down.
I learned on the last work trip when DK wakes up in the morning that he actually makes the dial-up sound,
Hmm.
like from AOL. Like that's
Is a
actually how it gets
terabyte
going.
1,000 gigabytes?
I don't know.
I think so.
That makes sense.
That sounds
No.
right.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Got
I
it.
guess.
This I don't know the answer to this.
Yeah, no shit. All right.
3, 2, 1.
100
10,000
terabytes.
gigabytes.
I don't know.
What'd you say?
Said 10,000 gigabytes.
Okay, I said 100 terabytes, I think.
I said 1,000.
Oh, I thought we had to
terabytes.
answer in gigabytes.
Wait, what did I say? Fuck, I don't remember. My RAM is low.
You don't remember what you just said?
You're right.
I think DK's capacity. Is
It
a
was
little
either
lower
100 or
these days.
1,000.
DK just needs to start deleting, stuff in his brain.
Carlos,
Ah.
did you hear what I said?
10,000 gigabytes feels low now. Damn it.
Well, I think I won. It's 3 million gigabytes,
Oh,
so I'm pretty
Damn.
sure I won.
not
What
me.
did you say,
My
Heifetz?
brain caps at 10,000.
DK was probably right. Yeah, I know.
How much did you say, Heifetz?
I said 10,000 terabytes.
Okay. So
I thought we had to answer in gigabytes, so I was anchored to that.
3
Which-
million gigabytes is 3,000 terabytes. So this complicates things.
What?
Right? Because I said either 100 or 1,000. I don't remember.
I think the fact you don't remember disqualifies you. to be
That's
totally
fine. I'll
honest.
get second place.
Anyway, I'm going to take Kenneth Gainwell. Yeah, so DK.
Good. I didn't want him. I'll take
Didn't want him.
Emanuel Wilson.
I'll take Sean Tucker. Great.
We all came away happy.
I do think it's a tier of 3 guys. Gainwell, Tucker, and Wilson, I think are, and then it's like you get into Devin Singletary, Chris Rodriguez, Ollie Gordon, guys like that. I'd probably take Bashal Tootin over all those guys in case he's healthy and comes back in a week or two.
Well, I guess I would say Kenneth Gainwell first. Sorry, Emmanuel Wilson second. Sean Tucker third.
That's what
Bashal
I'm doing.
Tootin fourth. And then if you need it for a week, Bam Knight and the Cardinals, like he might be the best option, honestly, just for straight week 12. Like there's a chance he outscored because Trey Benson might not come back this week, but then Amari DeMarcado for the Cardinals, another guy we don't know the deal with. If Amari DeMarcado misses time, then it's like Bam Knight clearly seems like the lead back for the Cardinals for at least one more week. Chris Rodriguez Jr. This is where it gets a little more gross. But like Chris Rodriguez Jr. The Washington's on bye, but I do think when he comes back, Chris Rodriguez will be the starter for Washington.
Right.
So if you're planning for the future, but you're also desperate, Chris Rodriguez is probably the worst starting running back that's available in your league is Chris Rodriguez Jr. Imperfect, but if you need someone for the stretch, Jaleel McLaughlin, same thing. I feel like he's just going to get touches for the Broncos. They're on bye. They can come back, but those are like truly.
Did you
if you're desperate.
mention Devin Singletary?
Yeah, Devin Singletary, same thing. He's like going to get goal line touches for a Giants offense that's kind of disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So he won't do the 17 points he just got you this week, but Those are like gross options, but there's a clear top tier here of Toot and Tucker. And obviously, I think we'd take over all these guys, Tyler Algier and Blake Corum. If they're available in your leagues, I think we would take over all those guys.
Not next week.
Not next week, but the combo of, I would take Algier over all these guys because I think Algier is as likely to score a touchdown as anybody we're talking about. But if Bijan goes down, Algier's straight up a top 8 running back.
Yeah. Remember how we were talking about how Algier was getting all the goal line work? Well, maybe they heard us talking because it was Bijan this week that got all of it.
And then Bijan just had like the coolest touchdown. Bijan's entire skill set was in like the 1 second where he just kind of like juked a guy, trucked a guy, contact balance, and then accelerated away from everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Wide receivers. I think if Alec Pierce is available in your league for the Colts, just get him. I think we would take Alec Pierce over anyone we're about to talk about. So for whatever
coming
reason,
off the bye, he's like almost 50% rostered, but yeah.
If for whatever reason Alec Pierce is available, we would certainly take him. But with assuming that he's taken, DK, who's your number 1 receiver?
Christian Watson for the Packers. 34% rostered on Yahoo. Just an explosive play waiting to happen. I think he's a high variance guy. He's kind of like in the same vein as Alec Pierce, where he might not get a ton of targets, but he turns his targets into a lot of yards because he's deep down the field. So I'll go with Christian Watson. The Packers offense is still really banged up. There's a lot of injuries at the receiver and tight end position. And yeah, I think he's a good player.
I mean, if again, I guess it's expected that Marvin Harrison Jr. is back from his appendectomy next week. If he's not, I would take Michael Wilson 100%. But I guess if Marvin Harrison Jr. is back, I agree that I would take Christian Watson.
I would take Watson. I'm down with Watson. I mean, Michael Wilson, the fakest numbers at 15 catches for 185 yards last week. That's crazy. It's funny because he is like the number 1 receiver. I mean, he does look better than Marvin, but also the Cardinals are down by so much, but maybe that's just kind of their kink. So maybe it'll keep, going that way.
Brissett legitimately set an NFL record for most completions in a game. So
it's kind of wild.
Like, that's not going to happen every week, probably.
What if he just has more completions this week?
Cool. But DK, if Marvin Harrison Jr. is out, would you still want Christian Watson against Minnesota or Michael Wilson against the Jags?
No, I think I agree with you that if Marvin Harrison misses another week, which means you should probably take Michael Wilson just in case. Put him on your waivers.
If they're both there, I would take Watson because I do think Watson's probably better rest of the season. And it's one of those, it's like the running backs. It's like if it's a coin toss between Watson or Wilson, to me, the tiebreaker is just Christian Watson has looked like the best the best receiver on Green Bay this year.
Yeah,
consistently.
He just doesn't get a lot of work. I mean,
no.
He has yet to have more than 5 targets in a game this year. That's the only tough thing.
That's true. He's boom bust, but to me, he's just a difference player and a difference maker. And I've just been shocked how much juice Christian Watson has. Again, like the end zone. It's just the Packers don't have a lot of their end zone guys. Josh Jacobs banged up. Jaden Reed is really one of their end zone guys, and he hasn't been here all season. He might be coming back around Thanksgiving, but Christian Watson just to me is clearly their explosive play guy, kind of becoming a third down option. And then also just, he's the guy in the end zone that I think Jordan Love's going to play. And again, Jordan Love did actually end up playing really well last week. I know I made fun of him, but I think Watson, I would pick Watson.
Get a lot of people yelling at you.
I did.
On what? Like on Blue Sky?
No.
Email or real life? Okay.
On the street.
As you were walking to get your bagel this morning, somebody screamed at you.
Yes.
Okay. Seems like you touched a nerve.
I know. What happened out there?
So we're doing Watson or Wilson? What's going on here?
Let's do Watson, right?
Okay.
I feel like because the Wilson is dependent on Marvin Harrison Jr. and Watson's probably the better option long term.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. It is the Christian Watson showdown time. So I should say, Heifetz is pulling away here a little bit in trivia. He has 12 wins. DK has 8. Craig has 9. Craig is me.
So what are we doing? Is the loser going to have to raw dog?
Thing where he said the people who are losing first again.
Does the loser have to raw dog the flight again? What are we doing here?
Well, it's in San Francisco, so it's like a 40-minute flight. I don't know, from LA.
For you?
I ain't doing that again.
It's when we're all together, so it'll be on the way back.
DK?
To LA.
You won't do it again? Just don't lose.
No, I'll do it.
For 45 minutes? Or are you going to be just alone flying back to your home? And again, for DK, that's not bad. It's like an hour and a half flight. It only sucks for you.
I will raw dog the 45-minute flight from San Francisco to LA.
We should do a raw dog drive.
I like that.
DK has to sit in the far back seat.
Yeah.
No phone.
Yeah. bird. It's going to be singing.
We need this. Yeah. Email us at ringerfantasyfootball@gmail.com if you
guys want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Dude, that guy popped up in a movie we just we're doing in the rewatchables. I think the movie that's coming out tonight. I guess I can't spoil that. I don't know. Oh no, Bill tweeted it. Snake Eyes.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, we already did Snake. Just kidding. That came out last week. I don't know where I am. Yeah, that guy's in Snake Eyes. That was kind of cool. I was like, Dumb and Dumber guy.
The villain guy.
Yeah, the definition of a Joey Pants when you just go the Dumb and Dumber guy.
Yeah.
Emails at Ringer Fantasy Football punishment for last person trivia. Okay. This trivia question for Christian Watson's from Taylor.
T-Bone.
Tay.
Did we do the gong? We did.
Yeah, we gonged.
We talked for so long, I forgot about the gong. This from Taylor. The penny has been discontinued.
Right.
How many pennies are estimated to be in circulation?
Is that right?
Yeah,
no,
they
week,
stopped
Greg.
making the penny last week.
The penny's done?
They're just not going to make them anymore.
We're not making a penny. No more pennies.
Stop throwing your pennies in the fucking fountain.
Wow.
So Taylor asked, how many pennies are estimated to be in circulation right now by the
Holy
US
shit.
Mint? This one hurt my brain. I felt physically it actually hurt my brain. 3, 2, 1.
15 million.
You said how many?
Probably way too high. I said 10 trillion.
10 trillion pennies?
I don't know.
On Earth?
I don't know. I was guessing high. 1,000 terabytes.
Maybe. I don't know, because I said 60 billion. You know what I ended up doing? I read this and I was like, how many pennies do I have? And I started thinking about all the pennies in my life. Because I still have a piggy bank from when I was a kid, somewhere in my childhood bedroom. I was like, that thing's got like fucking hundreds.
I don't really know like what $1 trillion. Like I don't even know like what I can't I
1
have no
trillion
conception
is
of $1 trillion
billion.
is.
That's a lot.
I always hear about like
that's too many.
I'm like, how many fucking trillions of dollars is the United States in debt?
It's a lot of pennies.
All right, so how many pennies are there?
I'm comfortable guessing too high. Seems like there's gonna be a lot of pennies.
There's probably a lot of pennies.
Wow. The answer, Taylor wrote 300 million and then was like, oh, sorry, correction, 300 billion. 300
billion. So Heifetz wins. 300 million, I would have won. Damn it.
That's crazy.
300 billion pennies.
It's kind of like a little freaky that exists.
All right. So Heifetz gets Christian Watson. Who's closer, me or DK? Me, right?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. By a lot, probably.
He's 9 trillion off.
I will take Michael Wilson.
Is that it?
So I get Christian Watson. You get.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Michael Wilson's not good. He's had one good game in his. I want to take Luther Burden. I just want it.
Craig, get on. Come on, man. You've been doing this all year. Yeah, you got to have him. You got to have him. I don't care.
I want Luther Burden this week, took over the third wide receiver role. He basically took over the slot role from Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's now the slot guy for the Bears. And I just think he's really good. Every time I watch Luther Burden, I'm like, this guy's going to be a thing. And so I want Luther Burden.
Okay.
All right.
Are there other people you would want to talk about, DK, for receiver? Those good people aren't even available.
So, Andre Yoshivas for the Bengals, because Jamar Chase is probably getting suspended. Well, he did get suspended. He's appealing the suspension. So we'll see what that happens. But there's pretty clear evidence of him just hawking a loogie on his friend there. I think if he's out, they're still going to pass a lot. The Bengals are, and T. Higgins moves up to be like a really highly ranked guy this week. And then I think Yoshivas will be up there.
Is Darnell Mooney on your radar at all with no Drake London?
Absolutely not. I'm out on Mooney. As you guys have noticed, I'm like the one person who's noticed Darnell Mooney has been really annoying this year.
I know you want to put him in the burn book, but he's been so like no one's playing him.
Well, it's because like during the offseason, I was all excited about Darnell Mooney, and then he just like got hurt early in the year, and ever since he's back, he's had like a 30% target rate and caught like 5 passes.
I know he really does not catch any of the balls that are thrown.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. He doesn't catch any of the throws.
I would not do Darnell Mooney for 2 reasons. 1, 3 injuries this year, because Darnell Mooney also got hurt in this game, because Darnell Mooney, 1, had a collarbone. I think it broke his collarbone in August, and then he had hamstring injury, and now he has a rib injury, and he left this game in Atlanta too. Number 1. Number 2, we have a game this year where Kirk Cousins played with Darnell Mooney and without Drake London. and Darnell Mooney caught 1 catch for 11 yards. So I'm out on Darnell Mooney. Although, if you're in a really, 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 really deep league, I want to give you a deep cut here, which is David Sills for the Falcons. I'm not even saying you should add David Sills if you're the fourth, if you're even in anywhere near a normal size league. But if you're like in a sicko league and a lot of these recommendations, like you're like, these people are taking, I just want to shout out David Sills because one, Weird Life accepted a scholarship to play quarterback for Lane Kiffin at USC when he was 13 years old. Shout out Josh Kendall at The Athletic has a good story about David Sills from August. And then David Sills went to West Virginia, became a receiver, was a New York Giants practice squad preseason legend. Giants fans were crushed when David Sills was cut. He's like classic white slot receiver, gym rat, like not that physically.
Coach's son.
Yeah, just like classic. Having said, here's the key point. Kirk Cousins moved his locker this year, and his locker has been next to David Sills all year. And I just think that Kirk, if he's going to complete any passes, is going to complete the passes to David Sills, and that is actually the relationship that could get better through the course of the season. This is insane, and even if you're in a 14-team league, that might be too deep, but I want to just shout out David Sills.
All right. So past that, Matt Collins, until Kayshon Boutte comes back, he's still just going to continue to get volume for some reason. Jaden Higgins for the Texans has kind of taken over at the number 2 role in that passing game. Davis Mills has actually been pretty playable in terms of like he's making the guys on the fantasy guys on that roster pretty good so far. John Mechie for the Jets, if they actually can throw the ball to receivers and complete passes, could be a sleeper for, again, this is more like sicko, like 16 team leagues, 14 team leagues. And then Tyrell Shavers for the Bills, who kind of took over for Keon Coleman, is like just keep an eye on him.
The person in between those two groups, because we just listed a lot of people that might be rostered, a lot of people that are unrosterable. The person in the middle, I think, is DK, your beloved Pop Douglas, Demario Douglas of the Patriots, solely because Kayshon Boutte is still banged up, but also the Patriots are playing the Bengals, and it's just kind of a bet on good offense, good quarterback, team that allows a lot of yards and points. And if you actually do need someone to just like fill in for this week, I think Pop Douglas really fits the bill as someone who will be on the field for a team that is getting first downs and points. So that to me is like a good fill-in. Okay. Anyone else? Tight ends?
Tight ends. I took Michael Wilson there, by the way. I don't know if we explicitly said that.
Okay. Craig, so you get Luther Bird and DK gets Michael Wilson. Okay. Christian Watson. Okay. We're going to keep rolling here, but first, this episode is brought to you by IKEA. When you're hosting on game day and it comes to cooking, you want a kitchen that everyone there will be a fan of, no matter what your kitchen dreams are. IKEA has products and solutions to help, from kitchen remodels to smart new cutlery. Whatever the size of your kitchen dream and budget, you can bring it to life with high quality, expertly designed, and innovative products from IKEA. Visit IKEA.us/dreamkitchen to learn more. Dream the possibilities. Tight ends. This one I'm curious. So are we including Juwan Johnson here for the Saints?
See, he's rostered 46% at Yahoo, 35% at ESPN. I think he's borderline. I think we can use it. I think we can utilize him here. I don't know why we wouldn't. There's a lot of, I feel like there's going to be people that need to stream tight ends this week.
I feel like he's clearly the first guy, right? Would we all agree on Juwan Johnson? It's like, if he's available, like he's definitely number 1.
I think so, yes. 2 touchdowns in his last 2 games. Rashid Shaheed is now gone. They're playing Atlanta, then Miami.
I think we could just agree on him. I think if Juwan's available, like there's no controversy there. Like he's basically like right there with Olave as the 1B in the offense.
Yeah.
So I think we can just like agree if Juwan Johnson's available in the tight end, like that's your best option. So if he was gone, DK, who would you pick as your number 1 tight end to stream for this week?
Heifetz has been hyping this guy up lately. AJ Barner for the Seahawks had 11 targets in this game against the Rams. I don't think that's going to happen every game. He's going to be a volatile option, but all these tight ends are pretty volatile in terms of targets and target rate. But man, the Seahawks just keep finding ways to get AJ Barner the ball. Like whether it's in the red zone, whether it's they use him for their tush pushes. So he has the option of potentially being in there in the red zone. And now he had 11 targets in this last game. Like he was a big part of their passing game. So I guess I'll just go AJ Barner. He again, he's like, it wouldn't be that surprising if he gets like 1 target, but he's also, scored a bunch of points this year in fantasy just because they love to use him in the red zone around the goal line. So I guess I'll go AJ Barner. The other options would be Colston Loveland for the Bears, who's still out there in some leagues. Cole Kmet's back now and they're rotating, so I don't love that. Mason Taylor for the Jets is another like sort of sleeper option, just because if Tyrod Taylor can complete passes, that's going to change the Jets offense, at least from fantasy point of view. And then Craig's boy, Darnell Washington.
Big D.
Who's been actually pretty good lately.
He has. I think I agree with DK. I think it's AJ Barner. As much as I like Loveland and think the Bears offense can continue to get better, like Loveland is averaging 3 catches per game when Kmet is playing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, they basically split snaps. So I don't think you can pick him. Barner, the tush push thing is kind of nice. Like that's a nice little added bonus that they use him in that way. But I think if I lose this trivia, like Mason Taylor with Tyrod Taylor, the Jets receivers are brutal, man. A.D. Mitchell, John Mechie, Isaiah Williams,
they're all
Tyler
new guys
Johnson,
that they
Aaron
traded
Smith.
for.
I know these guys are like brand new players, and I do think Mason Taylor's good. Although I don't really want to touch the Jets. So AJ Barner to me is like he can kind of disappear in moments, but he has big spike weeks. He gets the tush push carries. He's on a good team. I would go AJ Barner.
I agree with what you guys are saying. I actually would even consider. I kind of wonder if Mason Taylor is the number one guy for me this week. I guess we can go with AJ Barner as the number one because at the end of the day, it's the Seahawks offense is just so much better. And the Titans, the touchdowns. I know Darnold did play well against the Rams, but yeah, we can go AJ Barner.
Like I just wouldn't be like. Would you be surprised if Darnold throws 5 touchdowns this week? And
no, not at all. But
Tyrod
to be
Taylor
clear,
might throw 0.
I think Mason Taylor is right there though because the Jets. To DK's point about John Mechie, I don't love John Mechie for picking up a receiver because I don't think the Jets offense is going to do a lot, but I think Mason Taylor will be like the number one receiver on this team in terms of targets and catches for the rest of the season. But the bar at what is acceptable at tight end is so much lower than receiver that I think Mason Taylor might get I think he might get 10 targets a game for the Jets going forward with Tyrod Taylor. The Jets offense was unusable with Justin Fields, but I think it's a good example of just, it's not going to, his impact probably won't be captured immediately. So I think he's like a huge value this week. So I think that Barner and Taylor are the top 2, and then there's a big drop. But
I agree. All right. You want to do Barner then?
Yeah. All
right. It is the AJ Barner, DK's guy, showdown time. Remember when I used to put the hands up? OG days back when we were off video, I used to just throw my hands up and wiggle them back and forth to make DK laugh like I was his son. Trying to get his attention.
It worked.
Bring it back.
We'll see.
All right. This one's from Rex.
Rex, the king.
Actually, there's no way that's right.
Our
I wrote
bone.
it down wrong, but
Rex.
it's okay.
I think of Toy Story.
Get Rexed.
Did you guys see the new Toy Story 5
I lied. It's
teaser?
from Jake.
Jake. There's no Jake in Toy Story, I don't think.
So this is because I had my sock crash out the other day, but what socks to wear.
Right.
Rex. No, God, I keep getting it wrong. Sorry. Jake writes, as of May 30th, 2025.
Who is this Rex guy?
Because I'll get there. The Guinness World
who is
Record.
Rex? Now I need to know.
Well, I'll tell you who. The Guinness World Record holder for the number of pairs of socks owned is Rex Jerome Pumphrey II of Monroe, Georgia.
Whoa.
Wow, that's quite the name.
Rex Jerome Pumphrey II of Monroe, Georgia.
Rex Pumphrey
owns the most pairs of socks. All caps, pairs. Not how many socks. How many pairs of socks? How many pairs of socks does the Guinness World Record holder of socks?
100 trillion.
So DK, because
How
it's
do they
pairs
know
of
this?
socks, that means you have to double it to know the actual number of socks.
Wait, what are we guessing? We're actually guessing the number of socks or the number
No,
of pairs?
We're guessing pairs. I was being an idiot.
Pairs.
I was being a jerk. All right. How many pairs of socks does Rex own, this little freak?
3, 2, 1.
25,000.
Ooh.
I said 15,000. What'd you say, DK?
I said 10,000. I'm finally low on one. Craig said 25? 10, 25, 50,000.
Yeah.
Guys, we're all pretty close on our guesses. I'm surprised.
The answer is. Where's the answer? 1,165.
I could beat that. And
I'm pretty close.
There's no way that's the most socks anyone owns.
Give me a week. Dude, I bet you like Justin Bieber owns more than that right now.
Dude, Floyd Mayweather would never wear multiple pairs of underwear and throw them out.
Here's the thing, Craig. Here's the problem with your logic here is you think he's keeping all those socks? He's throwing them away after one wear.
Maybe that's right.
He goes through 1,000 socks a year.
It's weird. How many? I feel like one of us might have 80 pairs of socks. How
many pairs of socks do you guys own?
I don't.
Now, probably
I think I own
50 or something.
Yeah. I think that's
Between
right.
like dress
Around
socks,
40
regular
pairs of
socks,
socks.
workout
Hold
socks.
on. I just realized something. Do you know we could
40?
so easily just take the Guinness World Record for this? Do you know how easy it would be to just get 1,200 pairs of socks?
Can we just get people to donate socks to us so we can get in the Guinness Book of World Records?
It's like, we do a clothing drive, but for ourselves.
But then we'll donate them.
And then we'll donate them.
Yeah. Holy shirts and socks.
We could totally take this Guinness World Record. It's so doable.
Wait a minute. An older Guinness record mentions a woman in Missouri with over 10,000 pairs of socks.
Ooh, guess who was right on the number?
You mean you win either way, but
Did she pass and then did the kids sell the sock collection? How did she lose that record?
They auctioned off her socks.
They divided it up.
Rex's passion for socks started on his wedding day. Quote, they
What?
weren't merely accessories, they were conversation starters, little pieces of art hidden beneath my shoes, and a surprising source of joy.
It just doesn't feel like that many socks.
I know,
It's
1,100.
not. It's weird that I feel like my dad has 100, and it's weird that my dad is
There's probably pack
10% of
rats
the way
out there living in squalor with boxes and boxes of socks.
I think that's right.
That's
All right.
it's really strange. Anyway, okay. I don't. Who came in first? DK.
Okay.
You get AG Barner. Craig.
No, I got last.
Oh, okay. So then I get Mason Taylor, and then you have to pick a third guy.
Yuck. Give me Colston Loveland.
And then Dalton Schultz is the only guy we didn't mention with the Texans.
Yeah,
Playing the
he
Bills.
would be. I think I would take him above those guys. He was a little bit higher rostered, so I left him off my list.
If Dalton Schultz is available, yeah, he might not be if he's there. Also, Brenton Strange is coming off IR. I don't know if I'd play him the first game back, but he'll be back at some point. And Darren Waller, maybe he'll come back, but those are people you can stash if they're available. Yeah, okay. Shout out Rex and his socks. Now for a special segment of today's episode, Smarter Moves presented by Chime. Here to help you bank smarter this season, Chime's got smarter moves for your money, and we've got smarter moves for your league this week. So, starting with, if you need to stream a quarterback, we were just talking about the Jets. I think Tyrod Taylor is perfectly fine. It's the Ravens, so I don't really love that. But if you really do down in the dumps need a quarterback, I think Tyrod Taylor is probably going to move the offense better. It's probably not the best thing that you're ever going to do, but he is available. Bryce Young, want to see how he also was banged up, but he did have, what was the number, DK?
448 yards, I believe.
That's just
passing,
unbelievable.
Which is incredible.
But the number one guy is probably Jacoby Brissett because of the whole, 40 NFL record completions in a single game thing. So I think Jacoby
Brissett's been great.
Jacoby Brissett, Bryce Young, Tyrod Taylor. And no matter what happens on Monday Night Football tonight, not Geno Smith, because he's going from Dallas to Denver. So just, it doesn't matter, right? Yes, they're going back to Denver next week.
Uh-oh.
Cleveland, sorry. So a different orange team in my head. They're playing the Browns, and the Browns are top 5D, and the Dallas is bottom 5D. So I don't care what Geno Smith does on Monday Night Football. I would not play him against Cleveland. So, but yeah, Tyrod Taylor, Bryce Young, Brissett. And for defenses this week, if you got to stream, I think it's a tough week to stream. I think a lot of the better defenses are getting to be
Cleveland
rostered.
right now is a nice one because they just played the Ravens, so a lot of people probably weren't starting them, and now they're playing Vegas.
I think the Browns are, if they're I would highly recommend getting the Browns defense if they're available. Again, Myles Garrett is going to break the sack record this year. They might have the defensive rookie of the year and the defensive player of the year, and going to win 2 games. But I would do the Browns Falcons defense if they're still available might get cut. They're playing the Saints this week. I know they didn't do great versus Carolina, but I still think the Falcons defense is probably better. Jaguars, weird turnover based defense, but they've got the Cardinals and the Titans the next couple weeks. But yeah, the
Is
Browns.
there any world in which you would fathom staring Vegas
I was
playing?
going to ask the exact question.
If Shedeur Sanders plays, would you start the Raiders defense against the Browns?
That's wow.
I might.
Yes, that
Probably
might rank him first, honestly. If Shedeur Sanders has to play, I would do the Raiders.
He's going to get all the first team reps though. So
that's true.
Is he going to, if he unlearns how he's played quarterback his entire life in 5 days, then it'll be fine.
Okay.
I would do the Raiders versus the Browns. Yeah, it's a good call. That is a smarter move. That's it for this week's edition of Smarter Moves. But remember, if you want to make your smartest move yet, switch to Chime. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services provided by the Bancorp Bank NA or Stride Bank NA, members FDIC. Learn more at chime.com. Okay. A few emails. We'll get out of here.
I thought you just said females. But it was a few emails. And I was like, oh, what are we doing? Okay, go ahead. Sorry for the
I'm wondering if we did actually have any. Oh, yeah. Some people emailed in are actually women, despite the odds.
Hell yeah.
Incredible. Although, first, we just stat watch here from Mitchell.
Mitch. M-Bone.
Sunday's JJ McCarthy watch made me think about how many PFF big time throws, or as Craig, how do we say it?
Big time froze.
Big time froze.
Big time flows. Womadunze.
Yeah, dude, honestly, Craig, can you just do the thing again?
Caleb Williams. Womadunze. 11 big time flows for Caleb.
Mitchell proposes another stat for terrible quarterbacks. Bad time throws.
Okay.
JJ McCarthy just overthrew Jordan Addison 5 yards for a hospital pass in front of the safety. That's his 5th bad time throw this half. Bad time throw. Bad time throw.
Do you think people laughed at the title of our episode last night, which had JJ McCan't throw in it, or was that dumb? You think people like that?
It was
Both.
dumb, and therefore they laughed.
Okay, good. All right.
Definitely.
I think.
I bet they think that I wrote it.
I laughed.
They think you're better than
Craig.
Yeah, that was I wrote that, unfortunately.
But they probably thought it was me.
So if you were on the street, if you're the guy yelling at Heifetz over his Jordan Love take and you also yelled at him for JJ McCan't throw, that was not him. Direct those criticisms to me.
So, but the real highlight of the emails today, we asked you to send us examples of your parents mispronouncing names and words. And wow.
Netflix.
Absolutely thrilling. Yeah, in honor of Tony Romo's can't pronounce Steve Spagnuolo's name. And then Kai's dad apparently calls Netflix Nextflix. So thank you.
Netflix is so hard to say.
We had somebody email in and say my 4-year-old daughter calls it Netflix. And she says she wants to watch her favorite movie, Netflix, Kids Bop Demon Hunters on Netflix. Which is also funny.
Kids do say funny. One time I showed Calvin America's Funniest Home Videos on YouTube for kids. And then he thought YouTube for kids was just America's Funniest Home Videos, but he calls it Funny American Videos. So anytime he wants to watch YouTube, he just says, "Can I watch Funny American Videos?"
That sounds like what Borat would call America's Funniest Home Videos.
Funny American. I'll take those
Make
too.
movie film for betterment of Kazakhstan.
If you were inspired by any of these emails, I'll take things your parents say, but I'll also take things your kids say, words or phrases.
Funny American Videos.
So at this email's from Graham.
G-Bone.
My dad, a lifelong Chiefs fan, cannot land the plane on Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
My dad pronounces it Mahomes.
Good God. A lifelong Chiefs fan?
Mahomes.
The announcer all
What
game,
the
every
hell?
game
That's a lot.
just says
That's wild.
Mahomes.
Mahomes. This man's won 3
Mahomes.
Super Bowls for this guy. Patrick Mahomes. And Graham also writes, we live in Nashville. We also follow the Titans. And for the entire time, my dad referred to Ryan Tannehill as Ryan Tannenbaum.
I love that.
Just,
Tannenbaum.
It's just easier. There's a lot of Tannenbaums.
Graham
That's
says,
really good.
one more name I'll never get over. Didn't even have the heart to correct him. Is my dad calls the guy David Hasselhorse.
I'm noticing a trend here that it's only dads.
Yeah.
Well, there's some mom stuff too.
Okay.
No, we got, let's see here. Lucas here says, my mom refers to celery as salary.
Okay.
And she also cannot figure out my wife's name is Danielle, not Daniel.
What?
I know.
Come on.
Doesn't make any sense.
It was a popular genre was people being like, my parents can't say my kids' names.
Yeah. I mean,
it
look,
can't be that hard.
I mean, sometimes it's hard. Bill still struggles with Horlbeck.
I call you Clark Hogback?
Clark Hogback.
I still get Holbrook all the time.
Holbrook.
Holbrook, Horlbeck, Horbeck. It's never clean.
Oh my God.
I gotta change my name.
Yeah, but that's not someone's first name.
I guess that's true. Well, still, it's like people very close to me in my life still sometimes can't really say my last name.
I had this fear last night that I accidentally called you Greg, and I don't know if it's true or not. I have to
My
go check the
brothers-in-law
tape.
call me Greg just to fuck with me.
We should weave that in, DK, every now and then. Just see
What's up,
if he
Greg?
calls us on it.
Bury
it.
I'm used to it at this point.
This
Let's
one's from
respond to
Kirk.
it.
This one's from Kirk.
Kurt.
K-Bone.
Today's
What up, Kurt?
breakfast was a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and a bottle of Diet Mountain Dew.
Thank you for sending in your breakfast.
Yeah. Is it role model?
Wait,
A
bacon,
bottle?
egg, and cheese and a Diet Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
A bottle of Diet Mountain Dew.
Well, I'm sure it's a normal 12-ounce bottle. Not
not
a
a
liter.
liter.
Not a liter.
Like
A liter of cola? Can I get a liter cola
Not
over
the
here?
like Will Ferrell from Elf.
Kirk, follow up with a trivia question. How many ounces was in your bottle? Kirk says, my dad's 70. He says field gold instead of field goal. And Kirk says, they're Chiefs fans too. Kirk says, my dad calls Isaiah Pacheco Isaiah Panchero.
Okay.
And the best part is here in Iowa, we have a Chipotle-like restaurant called Pancheros. But I am certain my dad has never been to it or heard of it.
I thought you were going to say he calls that Pacheco's.
Another one here from Eli.
Eli.
My dad's friend earnestly, genuinely thinks Alzheimer's is called old timers.
Yeah, that's a thing. Old timers disease.
Oh, that's good.
He earnestly believes that's the name of it.
Old timers.
I've heard that.
Then,
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Please email these in. These were so fun. And one of them, this one is from Tanner.
T-bone.
Tan.
Tanner says, my entire immediate family cannot pronounce Cholula. We have Cholula in our fridge all the time, no matter what. But my mom, my dad, and my brother all say Chahua.
What?
They say Chahua.
What are you, fucking Al Pacino and Son of a Woman?
Yeah. And every now and then, I'll hear from the kitchen.
Chahua!
Yeah, Chahua. Unbelievable. Chahua. He says, every now and then I'll hear Chahua hua.
Jesus.
No, it's not actually like that. But
that's
he wrote
bordering on-
Chahua hua. He said they call
bordering on
I know,
appropriation.
I know. It's not. I didn't read it. It's not my. He says Chahua hua,
Chahua hua humanamanui.
which isn't even no, not bad.
Yeah.
Not even close though.
God, that's good.
Cholula, Chahua. I guess it's easier to say that.
What is Cholula? I don't actually know what that is.
Hot
sauce.
sauce with a little wooden.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
You would know it if you saw it.
Yeah, I recognize it now.
Okay, those are good. Any others? When I was a kid, I couldn't say certificate. I said certificate.
Oh, that's funny.
And that lingered on longer than it should have.
Yeah.
To what, like 20?
Yeah. It slipped in a couple times, into my early adolescence.
Yeah.
This guy, one from Timmy. He said breakfast was peanut butter jelly with bacon and an Optimum Nutrition energy
Peanut
drink.
butter jelly with bacon to start the day.
Dude, it really is a window into people's lives, man.
I want to try that.
That's interesting. Is
What
it
I'm
hot
learning is that,
bacon,
like-
fresh off the thing, or did he put cold bacon on there?
Oh, interesting. It's gotta
Probably
be
hot.
I mean, like, what are you
This
making
doesn't seem
bacon
like
the
it
night
would match
before?
it. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich
That
with
sounds
hot
kinda-
bacon on
That
it?
sounds kind of good to me.
Yeah.
I gotta say that.
Well,
that
Deacon, no, this is where we have to. Deacon doesn't like bacon. We always forget
Right.
this. Deacon doesn't like bacon. That's why
Bacon
he's upset with it.
overpowers everything.
because
I think.
bacon and jelly makes sense. Like the sweet bacon works. There's bacon jams. Like that's already a thing.
This is quietly DK's hottest take. He doesn't like bacon.
He doesn't like bacon. Damn, a bacon PB&J sounds great.
Should we try that tomorrow?
Sounds really good.
I just think bacon, the flavor of bacon completely overpowers everything. There's a few like foods like that where it's just all I can taste is the bacon.
Yeah, but it's awesome because bacon tastes
Right.
great.
I understand that. I don't personally like the taste of bacon as much as everyone
There
else.
it is.
I wouldn't say I dislike the taste of bacon. I just don't like it that much. And I think it overpowers everything else. So I just choose to have it out.
So you don't like BLTs, right?
No, I would take the bacon out
Well, then it's not even
if
a
I was
fucking
forced to
sandwich.
have a BLT. If I was given a BLT and I was like,
You would
the
take the
only thing I
bacon
could
off
eat-
the BLT.
Yes.
So let's say this. Let's say that it's you're hungry and the only thing you can have for lunch is a BLT. Are you still going to remove the bacon or are you just going to eat the bacon because it's the only thing you can have for lunch?
I'm removing the bacon
You're
probably.
still removing the bacon.
Yeah.
So you'd rather just have lettuce, tomato, and bread.
Yeah, I guess so. I will like
That's
if someone
crazy.
makes bacon in the morning, I think it smells really good and I'll eat like a plain piece of bacon and it's fine, but I don't like it on other stuff because it just completely fucking overpowers everything else.
But if you like plain bacon, why would
I guess
you,
my point is I don't like it enough to have it on stuff.
I don't really understand that.
I'll eat it if it's there because it smells good. I think the taste is
But
maybe
you're
not
like,
as good
oh,
as
this
the
is
smell.
detracting too much from the lettuce and bread.
Well, I don't eat BLTs.
I think BLT is
There's like
sneaky.
bacon
my favorite
bacon
sandwich.
burgers. I would rather just have a burger.
Yeah, that's okay. I get that. The bacon on the burgers it's superfluous.
Did you say it's superfluous?
What?
Did you say it's superfluous?
Superfluous. Is that a joke from the movie? I'm not.
No,
catching?
I thought I just caught a superfluous in there.
It is. It's. I'm not. What is the office joke? I'm not. I'm a little stitious.
Superstitious. Yeah. Not superstitious, just a little stitious.
I'm
Heifetz
not
has not said
superfluous.
anything for
I'm a
while.
little fluous though.
Heifetz, did you think it was superfluous?
I was just enjoying this podcast making fun of DK's palate and a mispronunciation accusation where I wasn't a part of any of it. It was just,
I definitely said superfluous. We can check the
He
tape.
did.
No. I believe you. I just thought you said something else.
That's a dumb word. We should get rid of it.
I agree. It's a
It is.
superfluous word.
Craig got
It is a
superfluous.
superfluous
Superfluous.
Yeah.
Superfluous. How do you even say that fucking word? Now I'm all
Superfluous.
I'm all tongue-tied. I can't even say it.
We need accents on words. You need
It's
to
like
know that the
smelted
purr is
Delta.
the emphasis.
DK's like, did you say it wrong? Meanwhile, he didn't know how to say it.
No, we said it so many times I can't even fucking remember how to say it.
Stupid word.
Okay, before this next email, I want to give a quick trigger warning for parents who are listening to this with your children. The next one is really funny and really explicit enough that we decided to actually warn you that this was going to happen. So giving you your time, I'm vamping so you can go pause the show, come back because it's funny. This email's from Ryan.
Arbone.
Right guy.
So we were talking about, I made a plea for announcers to stop talking about the term get off on Sundays and just stop telling me a pass rusher's get off is really fast. And Craig, you correctly pointed out, you know what? Maybe we normalize getting off really fast.
Maybe we not only normalize it, but perhaps celebrate
In other walks of life.
a quick get off.
Well, yes, 1 second's really impressive sometimes. So,
It's a compliment.
Ryan emails in.
It is.
It's from Ryan.
Arbone.
Breakfast is avocado toast with a fried egg.
Love it.
See, I fuck with that.
That's a great breakfast.
I'll eat that. Don't put any bacon on it though.
Ryan writes, as a bisexual man, I can say with authority that football is absolutely the gayest sport.
Yeah.
Both in terminology.
There's so much. Yeah, there's
So
so
much.
much sexual terms.
There's so much.
Sexual innuendos.
Innuendo terminology. Ryan writes also just actual physical action. And I don't know if you've seen this clip from Chris Collinsworth a few years ago, but I feel like it cements my point. And he included a YouTube video, and Carlos is going to play the video.
Get some positive energy going again.
Yeah, and let him get a little taste of some of these big guys coming out hitting them. Like, all right, you think you're going to run around our guy? How about if you get a little taste of Landon Dickerson coming right down your throat?
Jesus Christ.
So
it had to be Landon Dickerson too.
Coming right down your throat.
See, I don't ever want this to go. I
agree.
This reminded me of the funniest TikTok I saw all year, which was this woman. I have the handle because it's so funny. It's Katris10, who just had the caption was just like what I hear while my boyfriend's watching football.
Yeah, it's like Aikman's like, they were coming and they were coming hard.
Wait, Carlos, play it. Sorry, I loaded this one too. Play it.
Starts to come and then he pulls out.
You have to like when there's a guy coming right in your face and he just sits in there and delivers it.
Jesus.
Coming down his face.
Feeling is the Cowboys probably coming right down their throat.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, look, I think it's fun. Let's keep it going. Let's make it even more sexual. Right?
That's what happens. You got
Sex sells, guys.
men out there battling every day. You're going to get some stuff. You're going to get some quotes like that. So what's going to happen,
It's nice sometimes to get an outside perspective. Sometimes, you
for
see
sure,
something
yeah.
with fresh eyes or fresh ears, and it all sounds very different.
I feel like get off is like the least of your concerns.
I agree.
Some of the other shit they say.
Yeah. Coming down your throat. I don't know. Why do they say, why is throat involved? I feel like that doesn't need to be there. Say coming down the middle or something. Coming around the edge. Coming down your throat. We don't need.
Yeah. I like that. There's also I when I do the draft guide stuff, there's so many sexual terms, like just coming right through the gap, right into the gap. Thrust. Thrust is a good word.
Oily hips.
Oily hips.
Bend. Finishing ability.
Oh, God. The best finisher in the world.
Supple butt.
I don't know if I
is
read
that not one?
In a phone booth used to be quite the skill. But just it's all about the get off, so you can penetrate, bend, and finish.
Penetrate, bend, and through the gap. Hard.
Or go around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Strong thrust.
All right. Thank you, DK. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Ronak. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Chris Collinsworth. Thank you, Troy Aikman. Thank you, everyone, for emailing us. Email us your trivia questions. Email us fantasy course for Power Hour. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Genuine. I don't know. Genuine? Is that how you say it? Spelled with a G-I, I believe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Genuine.
ride it, my pony.
I guess I always thought it was genuine.
Maybe it is. I don't know. I guess I've come to realize I've never actually said the word out loud.
His real name is Elgin Baylor Lumpkin.
Elgin. Genuine.
Elgin Baylor.
Lumpkin?
Lumpkin always gets me. But Elgin Baylor.
Is that really his name?
His fucking name is Elgin Baylor.
This is like Mike Wargon was going to be named Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
But Elgin Baylor. Elgin Baylor. Lumpkin is like the funniest last name. I love Lumpkin. But Elgin Baylor. I see why you had to go with the stage name.
Genuine. He's also apparently known as Tornado, which I was unaware of.
I did not know that. Did he have any other hits besides Pony?
I'm not the right person to ask.
We weren't there.
Well, I'm asking you anyway. Look it up. You got Spotify out?
We should play Pony while Chris Collinsworth is reading those lines.
Yeah.
That would play.
Yeah. Yeah. Landon Dickerson.
Womp, 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 womp.
Riding the guy all the way down the field, you know?
Did you listen to Genuine, DK?
Just Pony.
Over and over.
There was a time during my SB Nation days where SB Nation's main Twitter account would put everything to Pony. So anything that would happen, you just put it to Pony. And it was one of the best times of my life.
That honestly, that's it was a pure time back then.
It was.
That was the funny bit around the office.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Now there's beheadings and porn everywhere you look. Yeah, times are different.
Only if you know where
let's
to
just put it to Pony.
Put it to Pony.
I want to get back to the days where we just put stuff to Pony.
We can start that. We have an Instagram.
Sure.
Bring it back.
Let's do it.
All of our breakouts will just be set to Pony, and then he'll sue us.
We'll bring it back. Goodbye, everyone. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in D.C., Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.